Alright, hello, hello. Oh, hey, Arlecchino, how are you doing? It has been a bit. Has been a bit, certainly. Oh, okay, let's start. Oh, goodness. Uh, I don't know why. Adulthood is such a weird time. You're always tired. If somebody told me that was a thing, I would not have grown up. Maybe. Alright, anyways. We're starting on a very good note here, I see. Also, I just completely forgot to do the teapot today. Let's go do the teapot first. Alright.
This realm is
I don't know, this sad violin, it's honestly one of my favorites. Maybe I need to nerf it in the future somehow, I don't know, because it's quite long is the only thing that really bothers me. That's not a very smart decision on my part to construct a lot of those, but we'll do that anyways. I'm missing 2 types of wood as well, which I'm definitely gonna need to get. But I'm way too lazy to get it today, so we'll get it tomorrow. I also kind of wanted to do a bunch of exploration, but I don't know how that's gonna go. Alright, we're gonna do the Lionel quest because I need to do the Lionel quest because one of my dailies is actually blocked by the fact that the Lionel quest exists. Like I literally cannot do this because I have to do the Lionel quest. Like yikes. Also, let's see. We have eventos. I have a whole bunch of stuff. Let me see. How am I doing in terms of wishing? What if I want to pull for Elon? 401. 441. 513. Alright, we're at 513 wishes, which is I hate to say it, but I might want to save up. I will at least have guaranteed the 3 characters that I'm interested in. Charlotte the Heart. How did I actually not get yanked into the cutscene previously? I literally passed by her. Exactly by her.
Absolutely. I've said it before and I'll say it again.
How are you doing though? We have some text, so we can definitely talk while everybody else talks. How you been? It's been like 3 weeks or something, I think. How have you been? How have you been? How have you been?
couldn't agree more. As a journalist, I'm gonna get a lot of mileage out of this one. Thank you, sir, for your time. Now, whom should I interview next? Huh? Hey, what a coincidence! Fancy meeting you here.
Oh yeah, it's just kind of bonked so hard
So,
by stepping off of
Phantom
the.
Weasel's latest warning letter. What are your thoughts? Yeah, this is the first time we're hearing. Huh? Oh, sorry. Yes, this case is from a decade ago. Well, not to worry. You're in good hands because I'm a professional. 10 or so years ago, a phantom thief became active in the court of Fontaine. Known only as the
I am
Weasel.
good, lol.
Nobody knows
Alright,
why
well, what have you been up to then?
authorities never managed to catch him. Wow, cool! He sounds like one of those.
I'm terrible at small talk anyway, so this is why I comment on games mostly. It makes me feel better for some reason.
He would just as soon steal a necklace from a rich merchant's safe as he would a toy doll given to a commoner child for their birthday.
Collected all the Hydroculus from 4.0. Yikes. Well, you did it really fast. I mean, okay, never mind. I used to, like, when patches came out some time ago, I used to do them in like one weekend and stuff. Right now, I don't know. It's just I'm a little lazy, so I've explored maybe like half of Fontaine's content.
This guy didn't. Yeesh. Not exactly. There's a good chance that the weasel would still be at large. A magician.
Yeah, I've basically been.
Fell to his death in a botched
Has it been 1 week or 2 weeks? It's week 2, right? Of the patch being live. So like last week I did all of the overworld surface exploration. So I think there's like very little stuff for me to do as far as like the land goes. But I need to do the underwater. Like I just haven't had the time to do the underwater. Especially given that you get like side quests and stuff and you rely on things. And yeah, I did a lot of side questing though, because I wanted to unlock weekly commissions and bosses and stuff.
Went through his personal effects.
So yeah, it was like
Board of
I think it was like last
gadgets used for criminal activity.
Sunday literally that I've done a lot of that. So yeah, I kind of planned to play more today, but then I was just so tired. I kind of fell asleep in the middle of the day after going to the gym. So yeah, here we are. Here we are. It's like there's a bunch of other stuff that I want to research in the background for the future. So yeah, we'll probably just do the quest today. I don't know. We'll see. I might go exploring tomorrow though, because I do need to get the underwater exploration done sooner than later. I've already had some commissions that would go into the underwater and explore territories. Oh yikes, what is that?
This is the warning letter, huh? What's 3 days from now when evening falls, I shall take from you that which you hold most dear at the Opera House, just as you did to me 10 years ago.
Need Zhongli, but I want to save for Likino. I know, right? It's like the same thing for me, because you know that they're gonna be releasing a bunch of cool characters. There are like a couple of characters who I want as far as Fontaine goes. And I just want to pull right now for Yelan, kind of, because my Yelan is C0 and I want her to be at least C1 and stuff. And I'm just thinking here aloud to myself, like, do I want to do this?
This is, without a doubt, a clear declaration of criminal intent. What once seemed like an open and shut case has been blown wide open.
Needed for my main team. What is your main team actually? Because needing Zhongli is kind of like it's a rare thing where you just need Zhongli for a team. It's like he's good in a lot of teams. So like the Geo team, he's really good in the Geo team. But for other things, Hu Tao, Yelan, Shinchu, and Layla. Oh yeah, I see. He's not gonna fuck up your reactions like Layla in this case. Yeah, he's actually quite good in this team, considering especially that Hu Tao does not like to get interrupted. Alright, I see. Yeah, that's actually a good team to have Zhongli in. But wait, is he going to be rerun? Oh, right, he's actually going to be rerun next with Childy Man, right?
Okay, the people have spoken. It's clear that the public are... Let's see, I've got a photo of the letter, my interview notes. Yep, that should be enough to form the skeleton of my article. It does feel something exclusive. Who should I interview next? I need someone with a more concrete connection to the weasel.
Might switch to Noelle. I don't think Noelle is very good in the context, but at least she's not gonna cause reactions and like fuck shit up for you. It's like her timings are also a little odd. Zhongli is very, very generous with his timing, whereas Noelle is not really so much. And yeah, Zhongli's shield is much better still. I don't know, there is also like Diona who you can use if you have Diona. But yeah, she doesn't have as much uptime, and I don't know if her shield is like actually stronger than Layla, but I just assume it is. Don't have her? Well, she's definitely easier to get than Zhongli. Hey, let's see. Wait, is this actually? Oh, that unblocks me. That literally unblocks me. You know what? Let's go do the dailies. Layla is second after Zhongli. Oh. In terms of shield duration. Duration, yes. But there is also shield capacity. I think in terms of or like shield strengths. I think in terms of shield strengths, Diona is still like the second best, but yeah, her shield duration has like 4 seconds of downtime. Otherwise, Lalaila is the best, as far as I know. I don't know, if you ever actually need... I was gonna say, I think Tomas was like literally designed for this. For like Hu Tao teams and stuff, but I don't know if he's actually any good at it. Really. I know that he can fuck up reactions massively. So yeah, might not be the best idea. On the other hand, if you're using Shin Chu Chu plus Yilon, as in like both of them, then, you know, it can kind of work out because the two of them apply a lot of hydro. I'm not sure if Hu Tao is like able to take advantage of all of the... Oh, hi Mark. Oh, hi Mark! Mom! Oh, there it is. Yo. Pretty please. What? Hello? How do I attack this? Mom! I am so confused right now, but I will just leave a marker in here for the future. Genshin being broken? Are you talking about me there, or are you talking about the Kavek situation? I don't know, I actually laughed my ass so hard at Kavik just being able to delete things out of your world. I don't know if you've heard about it, but it's like basically everything. Both. Okay, yeah. Oh, man. I mean, I'll get back to it. I see a chest and I just always want to get around to it, but I know that I will still have to explore. Comes and takes your chest away. Bro can literally take your game away. Like, literally. It's kind of funny. I mean, I think I've heard people say that actually doing a reinstall is gonna fix it. So it's not like the issue... It seems like the issue is not really happening at the server level, which is very good news for MiHoYo. But yeah, generally, imagine if Kavik was able to delete things at the server level. That would have been a fucking disaster. It doesn't fix it? Wait, what? It lets it bug? Wait, what? I mean, I know that people trying to... Wait, I'm so confused, because I've seen people try to do repair, so like there is, you know, verify that everything is there in terms of your assets. I know that that does not help it, but I don't actually know if a full reinstall is gonna help, because I've heard from a couple of people that re-downloading Genshin from the App Store and stuff is like doing a full reinstall is actually gonna help it. Also, I'm an idiot. I forgot to equip Lalaila in my party. Where is my Lalaila? That's okay. She'll only get experience for one quest today. Oh, that's yeah, I'm smart. What am I doing? But yeah, I mean, it's kind of interesting at what level they get to delete the asset. It also depends on what your local storage is versus what the online storage is.
Shine down.
The night is cold.
Surprise! There is no escape.
One with nature.
Oh, Kazuha, best boy. I kind of wish there was a nicer way to apply cryo to all of those guys, as far as Lila goes. But alas, I don't have much. Or Zhongli from Wish. Wait, what are you talking about?
Add Astro.
Gimme. Kazuha best boy. Absolutely agreed. I mean, my stream probably says a lot about my opinions on Kazuha, man. Yeah, I don't know. One of the things that I was Omega sad about is that I really wanted to pull for Kazuha on the on like his first banner in the initial one, and I just did not get him, and I was so sad. Yeah, it was like the first 50-50 I lost as well, and then we had to wait until the rerun. Who do I find to be the best girl in Genshin? Holy shit, that is a difficult question. Let's see. Who do we even have? I fucking love this music so much. Best girl! Oh my god, okay.
1, 2.
Can you please not do idle animations while I'm thinking? They are distracting. Who has silent anime? Alright, I don't know who has silent animations. Whatever, Chunkster has silent animations, right? Alright, Bamber, no. Lisa, good. Xiangling, no. Badu, no. Ningguang, no. Fischl, no. Noel, no. Sucrose, no. Genie is pretty nice. Lost 50-50 to Chicho on Wanker for his banner, yikes. I can imagine, like, imagine people just wait for him for like 2 years, or however long it was. I think it was, yeah, it was like 2+ years or something, to get him on a banner. And then, well, first of all, he's kind of an anime character instead of the Electro one. And then you lose like a banner to Chi-Chi. I also lost like twice to Chi-Chi, which makes me a little mad, but that's okay. But yeah, I still have like 2 of these. And I've been wanting Mona for a very long time. Like, I've been, in the time that I've wanted Moana, I have Shinchu and Yilan, so she's kind of become irrelevant for me. Which I kind of hate, but I've been wanting that for a while. Right, anyways, best girl. I don't know if we count children in. I mean, I guess we can count children in, and Klee is actually one of the better girls in this regard. But we'll see. So yeah, Shinyan, absolutely no. Ganyu is pretty good, but she's kind of like, as far as the character, she's lacking. I don't know, Hu Tao, she's way too bonkers for me. Rosario as well, Yanfei as well. Oila as well. Ayaya, no. Yoi is pretty good, but Yoi is bonkers as shit as well. Sararara, no. I don't know why, I actually do like A. As far as Raiden goes. I don't know why also, but like my favorite quest in the game is still Raiden 1. For some reason. I don't know, I just liked it so much back in the day when it came out. Sangkok, no. Yunjin, no. Shenhua, no. Miku is honestly really good. I don't know, I like her as a character a lot. I don't like her necessarily as a unit in the game, although she has improved massively. But I like her as a character a lot. She's like a really cool character as far as personality goes. Yilan, no. Cookie, no. Collie, no. Dorito, no. Candace, I kinda like her in terms of character as well, but she hasn't had a lot of screen time, and yeah. Nilu, no. I actually really like Nahida as both the unit and the character, except for this one, like, fucking poop phrase. Like, if we delete that from existence, then she's actually one of the coolest characters in the game, in my opinion. Lalayla, Faruzan, no. Yo-Yo, no. Dia is alright? Dia is alright, I think, but she's like a terrible unit. Kirara, no. Lynette. Honestly, kinda do like Lynette, because Poker Face and T and Catgirl. So like a combination of everything is pretty good. I don't know, so, you know, in conclusion, I kinda like A, and I kinda like Miku. If I were to choose between the two of them, though, I don't know, I'd probably choose Miku, actually. Unironically, I like her as a personality a lot. Like, she's a really fun character. In terms of personality. We have some new contenders, though. I mean, there's Clarine, who is, like, kinda icky. Navia, you know, if Navia's quest had less "My dad is dead" in it, I would have liked Navia a lot more, probably. Honestly. Although I do go around and make jokes that she's like wife material and stuff, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how she is as a unit, but I have high hopes.
know which card I picked.
One of your friends is so weird? How come? How come, though?
Oh, it's simple. Come closer and I'll let you in on my secret. Magicians have a special skill called telepathy, which means we can read other people's minds.
Bro, that's so fucking weird. He just went to a child and he's like, if you take a look at it from the other angle, it's like this Breaking Bad, not Breaking Bad, what is this show called? Oh my god. Walking Dead. Yes, it's like this Walking Dead show where there's a guy approaching a child from the side and like saying something to his ear. This is literally the meme.
Really? Then, what am I thinking now?
He thinks of food jobs from Nahida. I have bad news for you, but your friend should stop being your friend. Like, what the fuck is that? I don't know. I mean, I cannot view Nahida as a waifu because obviously child, but as a fucking character, she's great. I really do like her.
Well, first you need to relax, because I can see that you're clenching your fist in your mind, as if to say, no, I mustn't let him guess it.
Aww.
Aw, dude, this is literally the Walking Dead scene.
Now you're getting a little flustered. You're trying to find a way to empty your mind, to think of nothing at all. But the more you try to hide a secret, the easier it'll come out.
My dude is now literally doing mentalism.
You snuck out from home today, didn't you? You told your family a little lie so you could come out and play. Now, that's not a good habit.
Nice.
You can tell? Oh boy, you really can read my mind.
Seriously, my bro Lionel is a mentalist now as well.
Of course. Oh, and that's the end of my performance. You should really be heading home. Remember to...
Alright, got it.
But it's so weird, Lo. I mean, I honestly do not understand foot fetish at all. Like, it's just so weird, man.
Hey, Lenny.
You know, you have girls. There are many nice things about girls, which, you know, as a guy, I can tell you that there are many nice things about the girls. But, like, foot fetish? That is so fucking odd. I just don't understand that.
Why, hello. We meet again. Are you looking for me? What's the situation?
Well, why don't you guess, Mr. Telepathic?
Oh, please. You didn't believe that spiel, did you? The power of telepathy is quite beyond me.
Oh, I believed you,
I'm sure
though.
that child would beg to differ. Seemed like he...
That was nothing more than a little trickery. I made an educated guess based on his micro-expressions.
Bro, everybody in this world has the face of a flat-inch TV screen. And he's like, I see your micro-expressions.
That, plus the fact that he was the only kid here without his parents, and he looked as guilty as you guys, on the other hand. Let me guess. Don't tell me you're here for the Phantom Weasel, are you?
I kind of find it pretty funny that every time that they go for any of the liney things, really, they have to, like, the writers have to verbally explain every single trick that he's doing, which I find to be really interesting. He's like, hey, I'm not gonna tell anything to anyone how I do things except for you.
Wow. Got it in one.
Wait, really? No, his warning letter's been the talk of the town, so I figured that maybe you were asking around.
Bingo! I plan on writing a column reporting on the latest news about the Phantom Weasel. So, Lenny, what are your thoughts on this infamous thief's reappearance? Angry?
You read his letter, right? The Phantom Weasel claims he's planning something in 3 nights' time at the Opera House.
Huh. What are the chances? Wait a minute, you don't think he's after you?
Well, if he is, then his warning is clearly a direct challenge to me personally. And if he's not, then it's still going to be a huge headache for me. The mere mention of the Weasel's name is enough to scare people off. So once the contents of that letter get out, barely anyone will be showing up to watch my show.
That makes zero sense, because we've been told about this entire nation that they're all like about drama and shit. And what is like the best drama? The best drama is they have like this story about some weasel who's gonna do something bad in 3 days. It's like all the people are literally supposed to show up right there on the fucking doorstep to look at it. And he's like, no, but nobody's gonna show up.
But I've been preparing for this.
Come
for a
on,
long
game.
time. I'm not about to let him ruin my big day. This leaves me with only one choice. I have to expose the Phantom Weasel's identity before the show begins.
Really? So what you're saying is, we might get to see a live duel between a famous magician?
To be honest, I'm not sure if I'll emerge the victor. The Phantom Weasel is a notorious crook, infamous for his inscrutable methods.
You're being far too modest, Lenny. I think your magic tricks are even more inscrutable than those of a thief.
Thanks for the compliment, though I have to say I don't care much for the comparison. A lot of people liken magicians to thieves because we both have the ability to make things disappear without the person noticing. But there's an important difference that these people overlook. Allow me to demonstrate with a quick magic trick. Here, I have a flower, just an ordinary flower that was picked not long ago. Watch it carefully now. 3, 2, 1.
It's gone!
That's the question. Where did it go? Therein lies the difference between us. Thieves make precious things disappear, but only magicians make them reappear. If I could now invite you all to check your clothes, there might be a surprise in there somewhere.
A surprise? Let me see! It's right there! But how? You haven't moved this whole time! What an outstanding trick! Sorry, Lenny, it seems that my previous praise was woefully inadequate.
Don't worry, I didn't take offense. I just wanted to take the opportunity to perhaps change some of the since Caesar's death. A lot of people associate magicians with criminality. It can be quite frustrating.
I can imagine. Coming back to your trick just now, might I presume that you are well versed in floral symbolism? For example, magicians often use rainbow roses in their flower-related performances to represent passion and romantic encounters. But you used a Lumidu spell, which, if I'm not mistaken, allude to separations. I'm curious to know if there was any—
Impressive knowledge. It's no wonder you're such a successful journalist. But I'm afraid I don't know the first thing about floral symbolism. I'm just in the habit of using Lumidu spells in my magic.
It's kind of interesting how some of the characters just go around stroking each other in dialogues. Hey, you're such a good magician. Ah, thanks for noting. You're such a good journalist.
Sounds like something I should look into, though.
Like, come on,
I'll
writers.
buy myself a copy of
Come on, writers. It's not like it's like you're not even trying.
Wait until this Phantom Weasel business.
Well noted. In that case, this brings us to the end of our interview. I, for one, please feel free to get in touch to update me on any further development. If there's nothing else, I'll be off. You've given me lots to work with here, and I've got no time.
So, Lenny, are you gonna tell us how you did that flower trick now?
I'm afraid that's my little secret.
Aww. Well, magicians aren't. You feel it too, right? So itchy!
Not so itchy then, huh? Well, since you're so concerned, how would you like to serve as my temporary magician's assistants and help me investigate?
What happened to the previous one, huh?
Magician's assistants? Oh, that sounds fun! Assistants are technically magicians too! Also, it'll bring us one step closer to figuring out how that darn trick is done! Shall we go for it?
The first thing we need to look into is who Caesar really was. If he truly was the Phantom Weasel, that means that the Weasel is dead, and whoever wrote this warning letter is— But if he wasn't the Weasel? Well, that'll make things more interesting. It would mean that the Weasel lives, and he's been laying low all this time in some— And if we're investigating Caesar, his fiancée Gemma is a good place to start. Word is that she visits the cemetery often, so I asked Lynette to wait for her there. We should make a move. Let's go and rendezvous with Lynette.
What do we have? Alright, that would actually be a very good opportunity for me to leave this quest. Simply because
Time to go.
I could go and explore and there's no fucking way that there would be some quest in here in the near future. Oh shit, that's a cutscene. Oh, never mind. It's just it was just using a filter. Dude, I really want to know how they do this. How they do this shader. It is actually so cool. Like if you look at it, all the characters are very sharp, like normal sharpness, and then everything else is blurry, especially stuff that is like in the background. And they use this shader on occasion here and there. And I'm just so curious how it works. Like, do they specify exactly what objects are affected or not? That is such a really cool shader, dude.
Sorry.
It's so
I bumped into
cinematic
the
as
traveler
well.
and Charlotte en route, and we ended up chatting for a while.
It's been a while, Lynette.
And you can see that it is disabled now. Like, they enable it very, very briefly in particular situations.
We're working as Lenny's temporary assistants in the investigation of the Phantom Weasel.
Like, you can see that right now the shader is gone as well. Like, the background is normal, it's not blurry anymore.
It's good to have you helping.
I'm not sure if it is active now. It doesn't... It kinda looks like it's there, but maybe not.
So
Maybe
what's
it's
the
just an odd
situation?
camera
Have you
angle.
seen Gemma?
Nope. I've been here a while, and she still hasn't shown up.
I think now it is active. Everything in the background, you can definitely see that by looking at the girl in the background to the right. You can see that she's very blurry. And Lynette is like very sharp, and the Traveler is very sharp compared to them. And the girl in the background is blurry, so it's definitely active still, I think.
How bizarre. Maybe it was bad intel.
Yeah, here it's not, though.
Well, we won't get anywhere by standing around waiting. Traveler, Paimon, let's go ask around.
Anyways. Why do I ask random people in the graveyard
Excuse me, good
about the
sir.
guy?
Do you by any...
Gemma, you mean Caesar's fiance?
I'm just trying to get a hold of her because I need her help with something.
Yeah, she does. Poor thing. It's no secret. Ever since Caesar passed away, she's been coming here once every week to clean his grave. Often, she just sits there in front of his headstone, lost in thought. I asked her what she was doing once. She said she wanted to speak to him again. She knows he's gone and can't hear her from the grave, but she just likes to spend time there, telling her fiancé all about it.
And she's been doing this ever since Caesar passed away?
I'll bet. Caesar's reputation fell apart after his identity was revealed, so no one else visits his grave. Gemma's the only one who still thinks about him after all these years. I don't know if the mind lives on in the waters after death, but if it does, I'm sure Caesar must be grateful. If I'm honest, I think this is all so unfair to poor Gemma. Her fiancé was a low-life crook. He doesn't deserve someone like her. Anyway, all of that said, she's running later than usual today. Normally, she'd be sitting in front of his grave by now. I wonder if she's okay. Well, that's everything I know, I'm afraid. You might have more luck.
All right, well, thanks for sharing all of this.
You're welcome.
Did you hear the news? They're saying the Phantom Weasel's back.
You're kidding. Wait, isn't he dead?
I don't know anymore. All sorts of news flying around nowadays. I can never tell, but what if? Just hypothetically, I mean. What if this weasel's the
Called it. Seriously, 10 years ago, on the day it all went down, I said to myself, you know what? This guy's been set up. The Caesar I knew was a good guy. He gave balloons to children on the street, for Pete's sake.
Oh, please. Weren't you the one cursing his name to high heaven when the police announced the news? You were all, oh, that gosh darn lousy son of a, you think you know a guy, or words to that effect.
I know a guy. Do you know a guy?
I don't seem to recall.
Hello there. Sorry for disturbing you, but I couldn't help but notice you were discussing the Phantom Weasel. We're actually quite interested in this topic as well, but we're struggling to get to the bottom of it. Do you think you could spare a moment to tell us a little bit about Caesar?
You've come to the right people. Yep, I was there. He was a great magician. The best trick I ever saw him do was pop a transparent balloon, only for a whole bunch of doves to fly out from the inside. I was right up close and didn't blink or look away once. But for the life of me, I still don't have the faintest clue how...
I saw him perform too. He always used to bring some gifts along for the kids who came to watch his show, and he'd hand them out after he was done. Sometimes, he even got the kids to write their wishes down, and then he'd make the items on the wish list appear in his next show.
Huh. He doesn't sound...
But after he died, there were also rumors that he used the wish list to find out what was precious to people, with the intent to steal it later. As I'm sure you know, the Phantom Weasel would steal just about anything.
Whatever the case, now that the Weasel is back, Caesar's become a hot topic once more. I bet Gemma must be pleased. If Caesar's name gets cleared, maybe it'll finally give her some solace after all this time. No, speak of the devil. That's her over there. If you've got any more questions about Caesar, she's definitely the one to ask.
So that's Gemma. Is it just Paimon, or does it look like something's wrong? Wait.
I mean, her husband
Looks like
died.
she's injured. Come on, let's see if she's
Who's asking?
Don't be afraid, we mean no harm.
Be not
Looks
afraid.
like you're injured.
Thanks for your concern. But you didn't answer my question. Who are you? And what do you want with me?
Damn. That's like the only character who gets straight to the point so far.
My name is Linny, and this is my sister Lynette.
My name's Paimon, and this here's the Traveler. We're investigating the Phantom Weasel.
The Weasel posted a warning letter this morning. If he still lives, that means that Caesar was falsely accused. You knew Caesar better than anyone else. So if you're willing, I promise you can trust us. We won't hurt you.
I never believed that he was the Weasel.
Huh. I suspected as much. Okay, so going back 10 years, do you remember anything
No.
Wait, you can see something interesting in here right now as well. You can see that Linny is actually blurred. So it's only focusing on Lynette right now. So you can see that the filter is active. I really want to know how they do it as a first thing, and I want to know why they do it in situations like this, though.
Got it. All right. Sorry for disturbing you.
And you can see that was so subtle. Like they included Linny in the filter as well, so you can see how blurred the background is. This tree in the background and like basically everything else in the background, it's so blurry, and you can see that the characters are normal. And before like this small transition, Liney was not included in the sharp objects, so he was blurred. And now you see that the camera transitioned very slightly, and they included Linny into not being blurred by the shader. I really want to know how they do that. That is a very cool effect. It's very cinematic for stuff like this.
If you don't have any more questions...
And now
please
take a look at the tree.
I want to be alone with him.
Like, the camera is farther away right now than it was previously, but you can see that the tree is not blurred anymore. You can see that the tree is, like, looks very normal. I mean, it's kind of an image of a tree anyways, right now. So it's, you know, it's an imposter, but still, that's insane. And you can see how it's active again. Like the mountains in the background were blurred. I really want to know how it works. Now they did it. It's such a cool thing.
She's lying. She definitely knows something.
That's fair. We're just a bunch of strangers who showed up and started questioning her about things that happened a whole decade ago. In any case, I doubt we'll get any further here, so let's call it a day. Meet me outside Hotel de Boer.
They just disappeared, lol. Oh, I could have actually talked to her. I'm not a smart person, I could have got additional dialogue. Oh well. Where are you? Lionel.
Over here.
Lynette's not joining us today?
I've had her follow still. I don't think that
Did
Gemma's
Paimon
going
say
to
Lynette?
So, we need a contingency plan.
Was I dreaming, or did Paimon say Lynette? Not Lynette.
Today, we'll be looking into a guy named Lorenzo, Caesar's former pupil and assistant. When Caesar passed away, all the stolen goods discovered in his home were confiscated and returned to their rightful owners. But Lorenzo was the only... Before long, Lorenzo was the next big magician in town, his fame surpassing even that of his master, and it made him very wealthy. He's since left the magic scene, though, and these days, he's a wealthy businessman with his fingers in a lot of different pots. I had to pull a lot of strings, but I managed to get him to agree to a couple of drinks with me. Be warned, though,
Do I actually have to pay attention to this quest? Are we gonna have
Time to go.
a court case at the end again? Why? Oh, there you go. That's the filter active again, I think.
You neglected to mention that you were bringing 2 other people with you.
My apologies. These 2 are my assistants. When they heard that I was meeting with the former Magic Maestro himself, they begged and pleaded with me to bring them along. And if it's no trouble, a couple of autographs would really make their day.
You bitches really should have warned me instead, ahead of time.
Oh, forget the pleasantries, just sit.
Damn, this guy is a bitch, though. I don't know, I think that's the worst mimic of my life.
Forget the pleasantries, he says, but he looks pretty happy about Lenny stroking his ego.
He'd be happy if something were to be stroked. Something else were to be stroked as
I
well.
only agreed to meet since we're both magicians. Do me a favor and cut to the chase. I have more important things to do than drinking.
Much obliged, sir. As it happens, the matter I want to address is also related to magic. Yesterday morning, a warning letter from the Phantom Weasel appeared on the entrance to the Opera House. He claims to be planning something for the same evening that I'm scheduled to do a magic show there. As such, I believe that I may well be his target. I have to get to the bottom of this to ensure that my show can go ahead as planned. Naturally, any investigation into the Weasel starts with a few questions about Caesar, who...
What is there to investigate? Caesar was the Weasel and he's been dead for 10 years. So what if some sick creep thought it'd be funny to write a warning letter? It changes nothing. Are you trying to tell me you actually bought it?
Please, sir, no need to get so worked up. I do concede that a copycat is but one possibility.
Possibility? It's a fact, Lenny. Look, my patience is limited, so listen carefully while I'm still willing to put up with you. The Weasel is dead. Period. Everyone knows that, so do yourself a favor and quit this investigation. It'll lead you nowhere. Look, if this affects your magic show in any way, I will personally compensate you for any losses.
Wow, that's so generous.
Sir, I'm honored, really. But this isn't about finances for me. My pride as a magician is what's at stake here, Lorenzo. Copycat or not, this person has thrown me the gauntlet, and I must meet their challenge head on.
Your pride? Don't mince words with me, boy. Just tell me, what exactly are you seeking to do?
I want to find out the Phantom Weasel's true identity. I have to know for myself what really happened 10 years ago.
What would that accomplish? And what do the events of 10 years ago have to do with you anyway? Look, you of all people should know that a magician never reveals their secrets. And in any case, dead men don't talk. So if you really care about your magician's pride, then you'll forget about Caesar and move on.
I actually really like his voice, unironically. It would be cool to try and mimic this appropriately.
Uh-oh. This is...
Lorenzo? Is that? Oh, it is you! I know that big, booming voice anywhere. What's up, my man? Want to grab a drink with me?
My man!
Another day, I'm busy.
Oh, come on! You can't be all business all the time. You know what they say? Live fast, die young. You gotta learn how to kick back and relax once in a while.
If I wanted your life advice, I'd ask for it. Now get out of my face and go be drunk somewhere else.
Sorry, my good sir. I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
Oh, hey! Edmondo. He and I are business pals. We worked together a bunch of times.
I have to say they got much better at performing drunk people ever since the Oila thing.
This is your first time meeting him? Oh, he's always like this. Foul-mouthed and hard-nosed. Never heard a kind word out of this guy the whole time I've known him. And he wonders why he can't get a girlfriend, despite being, what, pushing 40, 30, something? Anyway, point is, a lot older than when he first got rejected by the girl he was into. And he's still into, from what I hear.
Bro, I feel personally attacked by this phrase. Alright, JK.
Shut up and get out of my face.
JK, I'm not pushing 40s yet.
Me ever again. Do I make myself clear?
Sorry, I may have had a little too much to drink. All right. I'm gonna leave. Don't work too...
I think it's high time I made a move as well. If you really want to investigate this, Lenny, be my guest.
Yeah, make a move on that girl, you idiot. You're pushing 40s.
But if nothing good comes of it, don't say I didn't warn you.
Well, that fell to pieces in a rather spectacular fashion. Any thoughts?
Totally. And what was all that about compensating you for your losses? Why would someone... He's gotta be hiding something. And not like Gemma. She was a little suspicious, but this guy...
I think so too. We need to look into Lorenzo more closely. That guy Edmondo seems to know a thing or two about him. He only just left.
Bro, give me more drunk acting. Point me to the girl that rejected him. If she's attractive, then definitely.
You okay there?
Who are you? Oh, it's you guys. Don't worry about me. I must have had one too many. I just need to ride it out. I say way too much back there, didn't I? Yeah, I nearly talked myself into complete financial ruin. Note to self, no more drunken chats when Lorenzo's around.
So, he was serious about threatening to cut you off? Ugh, Paimon knew he was a bad egg.
Hey! Keep your voice down. Don't go prying into Lorenzo's personal affairs. Bad things happen to people who ask too many questions. Or make an enemy out of him.
What kind of bad things?
Don't even ask. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to cut this conversation short. I'm not crossing that line again. And take it from me, trouble with Lorenzo is one thing you don't need in your life. You saw him flare up back there. I don't know what you said to him, but clearly it touched a nerve. That's not a good sign. You're too young for this. Don't get in over your head. I'm
Very young for this shit.
leaving.
Goodbye, friendo. Was nice talking to you.
And there he goes. What do we do now, Lenny?
Shh! I think we're being watched. Someone was listening in to our whole conversation.
Oh, really?
Don't say anything and don't look back. Any altercation in the city will attract the guards. We'd better take this elsewhere.
Where is the bro? Who was there? Why is everybody so good? Where the fuck do I go? Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, why is everybody so good at understanding when they are tailed? It's like literally everyone in this game knows when there's somebody watching them.
Time to go.
Almost, actually.
You followed us a long way. Why don't you come out and introduce yourselves?
So you're Lenny. And where's your sister? Ain't she with you today? Save us the trouble and go fetch her for us. Let's not drag this out.
Paimon doesn't like the tone of your voice, mister. Who sent you, huh?
Save your questions, missy. You ain't gonna need answers where you're going. Capiche?
Oh shit! He used
Looks like
capiche.
you can't avoid this fight. Now, I'm not the strongest fighter, so I hope you're ready to back me up.
Don't worry, we got...
Shine down!
The range knows me.
Oh damn, I did not even get to try Liney.
Tougher than we thought.
Vision wielders are always trouble. Intimidation ain't gonna work like it did on the
Come on, let's scram!
Hey, wise guys! We ain't through with you yet! Oh, they got away! Did you catch it? Sounds like they just wanted to rough us up as a scare tactic. And they've already done it? You're right. She was injured when we saw... Maybe she was too scared to tell us the truth.
Well, if that's the case, let's head back to the cafe and see if we can...
Wait, so we're going to the cafe and we're somehow supposed to find the girl in there. Makes zero sense, man. Boom! Oh, that's how we know, because we left Lynette with her. That is a conversation that I usually have with people.
You again?
We just ran into the men who've been threatening you, and we gave them a taste of their own medicine, so you can relax.
What? Why?
Sounds like they're no strangers to you.
That's putting it mildly. I know them all too well. It's been 10 long years, and still every time I try to look into Caesar's death, they show up. How do I know I can trust you? Do you really think—
I'm afraid I can't reveal all the details just yet, but I can promise you this, because you see, this is a personal matter of the utmost importance.
Okay.
I've heard that Caesar used to have a magic workshop where he kept a lot of his personal effect. Do you know where—
The Fleuve Cendre. But the place was sealed up by the police after his— I also know that the Fleuve Cendre is dangerous territory. Lots of hostile groups lurking around. If you're—
Understood. Lynette, you—
Got it. But if I'm staying here, I'm ordering dessert.
I mean, bon appetit. But stay sharp, too. They're likely to come for you while I'm away.
Okay. Alright. Power saving mode off. I'll start taking this more seriously now. With me here, nothing will happen.
Whatever you do, please be— If anything happens to you because you're investigating Caesar—
No more free coffee for me.
Wait, is this underwater? It is underwater. Yikes. Wait, what? Mom, I'm confused. Okay. Mom, I'm confused. Where is that shit? Excuse me? Is there some... Oh! Could have said it's in the sewers. Man, was that bloody hard to do? I kind of really do like the sewers in this game, though. Let's see.
If Gemma gave us the right location, then the workshop should be right nearby. Huh. Looks like these boxes are blocking the entrance. Let's shift them away first. There we go. It should be just down here.
Oh shit, what do we want? We can try to play some sort of Lionel team. You know what? Let's try to play some sort of Lionel team. So, a Lionel team. I kinda do need a Shingalunga in there, but
Take heart. Victory will be ours.
you know what? Let's try this. It's gonna be a Lionel team. I don't have burps though, which is sad, yeah. But we will get there. I was hoping. His thing is like throwing particles. The hell was that supposed to be? This is vision? It's a fire kitty. His fire kitty has particles. Why though? Oh, I think it might be related to his HP. Hi?
So this was Caesar's workshop. Nothing suspicious here, just normal magic props. What's hidden further?
I think it's related to the fact that I can spawn something via his attack.
What was that? Oh, is this one of Caesar's gadgets? Guess we must have triggered some sort of device.
Oh shit, I just spawned 2 cats. Okay, let's see. Oh, now I don't actually have the thing. Huh.
Hold the line.
And voila!
Okay, wait, what?
Look, the doll in the box is glowing. There's something written on the card on this doll. Let's take a closer look.
We got some shenanigans going in here, huh? The music is pretty cool.
Looks like we've reached the end of this route. Shall we try a different one?
Nope. Yeah, it seems to be really that thing glowing seems to be related to the fact that we have
These
one.
magic boxes are moving. What do we do?
One of them looks different from the rest. Let's investigate.
Bitch, come out. Wish my parents could get back together. Fucking Mihoyo, so real. Wait. Bro, fucking game is way too real sometimes. Da-da-da. Oh!
weird. Have we reached the end already? There's nothing here. Maybe this was a wasted trip.
This place seems a little too ordinary for a magician's workshop. There's a distinct lack of mystery. We've triggered quite a few devices on the way here. I'm starting to wonder whether Caesar built this whole place as one big, elaborate magic contraption. If so, then there must be more to this place than meets the eye. Maybe a hidden room somewhere. Aha! If I just move this...
A secret passageway!
I'm a magician too, and apparently Great looks pretty big inside. Let's head in and
Bro,
take a look
this
around.
chest is taunting me. Come on. Oh yeah.
One with nature.
How am I frozen?
Step right up.
Let's see. So if I do this. Oh, okay, never mind. It was already kind of working. Don't mind if I do. Do. What the hell was that? Oh, what? That is so weird. I'm actually glad that I don't clip through that.
The wind knows me.
Rest and rebuild.
And voila!
It's actually not bad at all. Also, where did you teleport me?
Why have you stopped, Lenny? Is there some device in that box?
Huh. It just looks familiar somehow. Let me check this out for a second while you guys go. If anyone makes a major discovery...
Alright,
Time to go.
Dude, this music is so good! I swear, Fontanero is definitely going to be my favorite region in terms of style. Why now?
Time to go.
Come back.
The placement of this device inside.
Lock me up, fam. Alright, he doesn't want to do that though. Da-da-da. Da-da-da.
Time to go.
Da-da-da.
wow! There's a hidden room here! Let's see! This book's thick as a brick! Let's take a peek.
At one of my shows a few days ago, a child asked me how I pulled candy out of my hat. As a joke, I told the kid that the hat has a built-in wish-granting machine. Next thing I know,
Today, a whole bunch of kids were pestering me to pull all sorts of things out of the hat. So I told them another white lie. The machine needs time to power up, but in the meantime, you can write your wishes down. Well, they took me up on that offer, enthusiastically. As I write this, I've only just got back from running around all over town. I wound up saving very little this month, but that's not a major issue. I now have a bigger problem. How am I going to hide all these things inside my hat?
You don't. I mean, how do you hide the parents getting together in a hat?
2 children came to talk to me after today's show. I don't know why they were out on their own. They looked much too young to be unsupervised. I do hope they got home safely. Anyway, they said that they wanted me to teach them how to do magic. It's not uncommon for children to ask this, of course, but I've never seen any of them as serious about it as these 2. I told them that learning magic is very hard work, but that didn't faze them at all. It's like they already knew. They seemed so committed. I couldn't turn them down. It seems like something's bothering Lorenzo lately. Surely he's not upset that I agreed to teach those 2 children. I have a good feeling about those kids. They're naturally talented. They have all sorts of fantastic ideas. All I'm really doing is helping them develop a more professional standard training plan. They wanted to call me Master, but I told them they absolutely mustn't. Any magician worth their salt could have taught them what I have. They're the geniuses here. Compared to them, I don't deserve to be called any sort of master. With time, I have no doubt that they could become far greater magicians than I. My only concern is why they're so mature for their age. I fear they've had to grow up too fast. I don't dare to imagine what they must have been through. Gemma thinks so too. She doesn't like being around them. Says that their eyes are too piercing. They don't bother me, but then again, I've never been the sharpest tool in the shed.
Yeah, the guy literally had a nail on his forehead.
It's nearly time for me to go on tour. I asked the 2 kids if they'd like to come with me, but they shook their heads. I once overheard them talking about their father and their mission. Sounds like their parents have other plans for them. I guess we'll be parting ways soon. It's only been 10 days since I first met them, but I think that I've gotten a feel for their personalities now. They're very tough, but also very cautious, and they trust no one but each other. This, I fear, is not a good habit. They hide things from me too. For example, when I asked them where they live and why they wanted to learn magic, they lied. That's the thing about children. Whenever they're trying to cover something up, I can sense that their lives have been hard. Possibly even dangerous too. After thinking things over, I decided to tell them a bit about how I see the world. It's full of lies and falsehoods, and that is why we must find our own truth.
That is quite a horrible attitude to have, actually.
P.S. I hope they won't find my nagging annoying. Children are so opinionated nowadays. Will it do them more harm than good for someone they've only known 10 days to lecture them like that? P.P.S. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Children aren't interested in grand philosophies. It probably just went in one. Oh, Caesar, Caesar.
2 magic geniuses with a father and a mission, huh? Sounds a lot like he was writing about Linny and Lynette. So did they meet Caesar when they were kids?
My bro Linny is hiding critical information again. Mom, he's hiding critical information again.
Shh, hold that thought. as I expected, there's a lot of fishy things going on in this place.
Bro, you've been staring at this box for an hour.
Fishy? Uh-oh, what have you found?
All in good time. Before we go over our new leads, I want to tell you how a high-altitude escape is performed. First, the magician slots themselves into a magic box in full view of the audience. The box is then suspended high in the air, and a short while later, the base automatically opens. At this point, a dummy will fall out of the box, but it looks real enough to grab the audience's attention, and they start wailing and screaming. Meanwhile, the real magician, who has by now blended into the crowd, waits for a good moment to make their appearance. Oh no! Is that me? Did I just fall to my death?
Very vivid description. Paimon can really picture it. And then what?
The audience's gaze then turns to the magician, and by the time they realize what's happened, the dummy has vanished, as if everything that just happened was some sort of shared illusion. Of course, that's just how I think the process should work, theoretically speaking. The inventor of this trick never performed it successfully. When the box opened, Caesar was the one who fell out, and not the dummy. He fell right to the ground from the highest point of the opera house. No one could hope to survive that fall. Not without a vision, at least.
Not without a wind glider, that is.
And no one else has ever attempted this trick since. My understanding of how it works is just based on what I could gather from his notes and the relevant gadgets here in his workshop.
Also, bro is dumb. Just literally jump attack.
So Caesar's famous high-altitude escape has never been done, huh? Paimon was about to say how cool it would have been to see it in person, but... Wait a second. So if a dummy's supposed to drop out of the box, then...
Glad you asked. That brings us to the secret of said box. This box right here is the one that Caesar constructed himself to use in the performance, and it's not as simple as it looks. Inside, there's a device that once the magician's inside and the box is lifted up into the air, the audience's view of the box is fixed at a certain angle. From where they're standing, they have a clear view of the front, sides, and bottom, but the back and the top are now no longer visible. At this point, the magician presses a button inside the box, opening a secret door out of view. He then escapes through this trapdoor onto the opera house roof, waits for the dummy to fall and distract the audience, and quietly returns to ground level.
That's way simpler than Paimon imagined. Even Paimon could probably do it.
Well, there's a little more to it than that, of course. The hardest part of this trick is controlling the audience's mood and reactions. That takes an exceptional degree of showmanship. There's the falling dummy, the miraculous reappearance, the pompous performing. Maybe the magician would even have themselves tied up before it begins to strengthen the impression that there's no escape. Many days and nights of careful research and painstaking practice would have gone into this, all culminating in a performance just a few minutes long, but one that still manages to transform the shock and grief of a tragic accident to the joy and laughter of a mesmerizing magic trick. Caesar was a highly accomplished magician, but unfortunately, even he didn't manage to pull it off.
So, how did it go so wrong? You said you found some fishy stuff here. Have you figured out what really happened?
I can make a pretty good guess. I looked into the case files. The magic box Caesar was using at the time of his death had the secret button I mentioned positioned on the right-hand side. And, sure enough, he always used his right hand as his dominant hand in public.
Okay. Nothing suspicious there.
But here's the strange thing. Most of the devices in this workshop have the mechanism on the left-hand side, including this box right here, which leads me to believe that Caesar was in fact left-handed. Because a magician can't afford to have their most basic habits stand out too much. People naturally focus their attention on the most important details of the task or situation at hand. But a magician needs to be able to redirect an audience's attention at will, so as to avoid arousing their suspicion. The essence of magic is getting people to believe a lie. If even the truth raises eyebrows, the falsehoods become all the more difficult to mask. And so, Caesar trained himself to use his right hand to align with his audience's expectations. Great magic always requires sacrifices. But in his most stressful and nerve-wracking moments, and when no one was watching, reflex would kick in and he'd use his left hand. That's why he set his gadgets with the mechanism on his left. Exactly. I think that's likely what happened. Caesar would have been under a lot of time pressure during the escape. He'd have had mere seconds to open the hidden compartment, retrieve the dummy, then open the secret door and make a swift escape. But I'm sure he was confident. He would have rehearsed countless times to the point where it was second nature. He'd barely need to think about what he was doing because muscle memory would guide him through. So he opened the compartment, took out the dummy, checked everything was in order, and then went to leave. With his left hand, he reached for the button, and suddenly, his heart skipped a beat. It wasn't there. Much like when you reach for your keys but find your pocket empty, his mind needed a moment to process what was going on.
That's a radio blur. Okay, they've gone full on when it comes to visual
Instinctively,
effects.
his left hand would keep feeling around for the missing button, maybe for another second or two, until the bottom of the box gave way. With the stakes being as high as they were, just a 2-second delay cost him everything. The authorities would find nothing suspicious and conclude that his death was due to his own error.
When in reality, someone switched the boxes, and they did it to murder him. But how would they be able to make the switch without being noticed? That would be difficult to pull off, no?
It would have to have been someone who knew that he was left-handed, and who could move his props around without arousing suspicion. Someone who was... Isn't that right?
You just couldn't let sleeping dogs lie, could you? There's not a lot of people who'd go to all this trouble for some magician who died 10 years ago. I didn't want to have to do this, you know. Silencing you the hard way just creates more problems for me to deal with. But I gave you your chance. I hoped you'd do what's good for you and back off like the lady, but...
You mean Gemma? So you are the one...
Yes, although however stubborn she might be, she was never much of a liability. But you people, which is why you can't leave this place alive. Take them out and make it quick.
Do your worst!
Wind Strider! Here comes the finale! Step right up!
Why do I always have Linny say step right up? Bonk!
You kids are tougher than you look.
Had enough yet, Lorenzo? Your cronies can't help you now. I think it's high time you started talking. And what I'd really like to know is, why did you murder Caesar?
If I had a Mora for every time you said that man's name. Of course you idolize Caesar, everyone. He was just an amateur who did cheap tricks for gullible children. I was the one who made magic into the fine art it is today. The aristocrats doffed their hats to me.
So it was jealousy.
Jealousy. Hatred, more like. I hated Caesar. He poured everything into his street performances and his stupid tours like it was just a hobby to him, never bothering to think about Mora. What sort of fool devotes their life to the art of deception and never has a Mora to show for it? But the people loved him, didn't they? Oh, how they looked up to him. No one gave me a second look. All I ever heard was, "Oh, your master's amazing, isn't he?" Amazing. Yeah, so amazing that he was completely broke. Every other apprentice was living it up at their master's expense, but no, not me. I put in all the work, mastered all the skills, and it brought me nothing more than the life I already had. He forbade me from using magic to trick people out of their Mora. There was nothing he hated more than that. And with his reputation in Fontaine, it was too risky for me to go it alone. As long as he was alive, if I dabbled in my own brand of money-making magic, he would expose me and it would destroy me. I had to kill him. There was no other way. He had to go.
And this was your only motive?
It was reason enough. What other motive would I need?
Well, I was under the impression that there might have been other factors at play. For instance, maybe you were in love with Gemma, but she was engaged to Caesar.
Oh! He got him.
In love with Gemma? Don't be ridiculous.
Guess I was wrong about that then. Next question.
I am. Caesar was so strict with me. He insisted that his way was the right way. That the sole purpose of magic was to bring joy to the world.
The bro literally tried to make business out of magic and killed the guy who was enjoying it for fun. Bro, this is capitalism. This is what capitalism is like.
I was more interested in the practical value of magic. Sure enough, it helped me fill my pockets with all kinds of valuable treasures.
Oh, yeah! Charlotte told us that the weasel would steal whatever people valued, no matter
That's just how it looked from the outside. What would any thief want with second-rate loot? I've only ever targeted high-value items. I stole cheap things as a way of practicing my craft. It was other people's overactive imaginations that conjured up the preposterous image they then dubbed the Phantom Weasel.
So, that's the story, huh? Well, I hope you're ready to tell it all over again during your trial.
What choice do I have? You're a pack of wolves, and you've got me between your jaws. You've seen what's here in my last-ditch effort to... So be it. I've enjoyed power and wealth for the last 10 years.
That is very out of character. The guy would die.
Very well.
Literally.
In that case, I'll... Traveler, Paimon, keep an eye on Lorenzo for me.
At least I can finally stop.
No, you cannot.
Lily has told me the whole story. Lorenzo, do you confess to the murder of Caesar?
No, dude, get a lawyer.
What kind of disciple murders their own master? I hope it was worth it.
Bro has no idea how to perform in these situations.
What should we do next, Lenny? Should we start preparing for your...
Let's rendezvous with Lynette and Gemma first. With Lorenzo and Cut...
Good point! We should go...
Ah, you're back.
No, I'm front.
You were so quick. I've only just finished my third dessert.
Your third? Lynette, come on, we've talked about this. Everything in moderation. You're not gonna have any room left for dinner now.
That's fine. I'll shift to exercise mode and jog off the excess sugar.
That's besides the point. Well, it's done now. But try to eat a more balanced diet in the future.
Bro, why do you care about her diet?
Did everything go okay?
Of course! Lorenzo was no match for us. The guards are taking him into custody as we speak.
Gosh, that's amazing. I'm sorry. I had my suspicions about Lorenzo, but
It's okay. We understand. He did, but you don't need to be scared anymore.
sorry. Sorry. I always wanted to report Lorenzo. He took all of Caesar's property, which I found suspicious. But I had people watching me. I was so afraid. I was scared he'd do something terrible to me. And then no one would be left to visit Caesar's grave. Thank you all.
Thank you all for clearing Caesar's name. I never would have
Who
guessed
the
that
fuck are you,
Lorenzo was
dude?
the real Phantom Weasel. He never showed it. And to think that Lowlife's been living life to the fullest all this time. At least his soul can finally.
If
Don't blame yourself, Gemma.
yeah, you still have the
Cheer up, Gemma. My brother's doing a magic show at the Opera House tomorrow evening. This show will be a special one.
in Caesar's honor.
Great. We'll see you tomorrow evening. Travel.
Don't worry, we'll be there. No worry.
Are they actually going to animate that trick?
Feels like we're forgetting something. Oh yeah, Caesar's diary! We never found out if the two kids Caesar taught magic to were living in...
Wait, is it next day? Oh. Alright, what are we doing? What? Excuse me. Game, please.
There are leaves around. And I know.
I was so confused for like a minute there. Wasson.
Time to go.
Goodbye, bird. Oh, what am I doing? Overworld team. Yo, what's up, Zavini? It has definitely been a while, my man. How are you doing? Like, literally the last time that we were there. Last time. My god, it has definitely been a month or two. How are you doing? How are you doing? Why is there a wild Lynette in the crowd? Supposed to be on stage.
Pyron's excited to see another of Linny's magic.
Not this time. My brother's going solo today. So, I'll be watching with you.
Good evening, ladies.
Came back from the vacation. Where did you go?
Because the show is about to
It's kinda cool if you get to travel a lot. Like recently being to Netherlands, now somewhere else. I am a little jelly.
The great magician Linny has prepared a spectacular show for us all tonight, concluding with an all...
Thank you all so much for coming. Now, prepare to join...
Exciting stuff, isn't it?
First to the Germany and then to the beach. Well, beach is definitely my favorite country.
It's just... It reminds...
No wonder. Caesar was a famous magician too. So, how did you two first meet, Gemma?
Well, I was out on this children love magic because they're willing to believe in things that can't be rationally explained. And somehow, I felt drawn to him too.
Aw, that's...
It was with a flower. He took it... I was...
Oh, that's so cute!
Is that right? Then I suppose he's a romantic at heart, after all. You never know when the people do...
Not even 5 minutes and then the dad jokes are here. Brother. My brother in Christ. Do you have an idea who you're dealing with? I'm literally the king of dad jokes. Nah. Nah, but it was a joke that happened. It was like such an obvious joke, dude. It was such a fucking obvious joke. Come on.
Paimon doesn't really know how to comfort you, but...
Right. Yes, you can breathe easy now.
See? Even Lynette the Phantom Weasel! Lorenzo escaped? Where is he?
What do you mean, Phantom Weasel?
As Linny once said, a performer's job is to commit fully to their role and put on a flawless performance for their audience. But once the bag of tricks is empty and the curtain falls, it's time to end the show. The spotlight is no place for someone with no more cards up their sleeve. It's been 10 years, Gemma. Aren't you tired of the grieving widow act? I think it's time to put an end to it.
I blew my chance. Bro. I just want to say you're literally acting like the girls I'm dating. Or I've dated. It's like you do one fucking thing that somebody doesn't like. It's like GG, bye bye, fuck you.
What are you talking about? Traveler, Paimon doesn't like where this is going.
Come on, man. I don't stream to have the same dating experience as IRL. I stream to escape from reality where I have that happen to me daily. Or like not daily, but routinely. You blew it like terrorists on 9/11. Bro, come on. We both know the jet fuel does not melt steel beams. Like, what the fuck? How was I able to melt your steel beam with my jet fuel? That does not happen in real world. Come on, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're all in. There will now be a brief intermission, after which Linny will perform the most electrifying. The final performance will take place outside of the Opera House, so please make your way outside.
The Phantom Weasel never did like public places. Don't worry, this place will be quiet soon.
Time to go.
Ask about the truth. The truth!
Over here!
I actually have no idea how his last name is spelled. But yeah, definitely, man.
Dear me, this is awkward, isn't it? And unfortunately, I'm all out of gadgets, so I'm afraid I can't do any tricks to liven up the mood. This is a big mistake for a magician to make, but thankfully...
Linny? Don't we have more important things to address right now? Lynette accused Gemma of being the real Phantom Weasel a moment ago. Oh, what the heck's going on?
What?
All in good time. Magicians are good at guessing what people are thinking. I know the questions you want to ask. And as it happens, the story I'm about to tell might answer a few of them.
Really? Well then, let's hear it! Paimon's dying of curiosity here!
Let's go back to the very beginning. A decade ago, when the Phantom Weasel was terrorizing the court of Fontaine.
like a guy who... Oh my god, there's a fantastic fucking meme that I have seen about it. Oh my god, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it. But let me try. Oppo and grenade launcher meme. Fuck, if I... Pretty please. Oh, come on. I have it saved somewhere, but I cannot find it on Google. There was like a meme about it. You know how people like create their own versions of flashlights with like a Pringles can, and it's like a Pringles can. It is some sponges and some gloves and stuff. So basically, people create their own like flashlights in this way. And there was like the most hilarious fucking meme that I have seen where somebody's like about to do something, wish me luck, and it's like this grenade launcher plus sponges plus a glove. I fucking lost my shit. It was one of the most hilarious things that I have seen from like Polish memes. But yeah, I actually work at a company with some Polish guys now, and I try to learn more Polish. And it's like really helpful for me to view some of those memes and stuff. I don't know, I might do like a playthrough when the new Cyberpunk DLC comes around and like actually do a playthrough of Cyberpunk in Polish.
But as her infamy grew, so did the readiness of the police, and her opportunities to act became ever fewer. Every day she ran the risk of being exposed for who she was. Of course, she could not simply take this lying down, and before long she found her ticket to freedom. She would create a scapegoat, a false weasel to close the chapter on her behalf. After weighing her options, she set her sights on a renowned magician, Caesar. After all, magic and theft shared enough similarities for people to buy the story when the truth came out.
Say kurwa every 2 words and you'll be halfway Polish. Bro, it feels like that. Cause I don't know, it's kind of weird. Polish people seem to me like one half is like fairly decent and the other one is like swearing after every other word. I have a feeling that one of the things that I'm gonna learn a lot is like Polish swear words. And kurwa is like not the most prominent one of them. Anyways.
So then what? Being the master deceiver she was, the weasel easily earned Caesar's trust. Now all that remained was to frame him for her countless crimes. But as she was considering how to make her move, she noticed Caesar's aggrieved pupil, and a new thought entered her mind. Maybe I don't need to get my hands dirty after all.
Bro, women.
At her encouragement, Lorenzo tampered with Caesar's magic box, causing him to fall to his death. Afterwards, Lorenzo seized his master's property, and the weasel set about tarnishing Caesar's reputation. 2 co-conspirators committed the perfect crime.
I've gotta hand it to you. You're both exceptional storytellers. It's enough to make even me wonder whether there was really another mastermind behind all this, pulling the strings. But I just have one question. You seem to think that I am the villain in this tale. What's brought this on, Linny? Is it something that Lorenzo said?
My friend came to conclusions that women are gay. What? My brother in Christ. What the fuck are you talking about?
Don't worry, Lorenzo said nothing at all. But I never believed that he was the weasel, and in fact, my investigation only made me more certain of that. He was too forthcoming with his confession, as if there was something else he was trying to hide.
Yeah, literally, the bro was like, I don't demand a lawyer. Like, I'm just gonna say that I'm the fucking thing.
How disappointing. So you'd sooner trust Lorenzo than me? Even without a shred of evidence?
Bro, she's manipulative as
Is
fuck.
an expert at playing the audience to get the result they want. And I have no doubt that you, Gemma, are equally. With a little help from Lorenzo, you put on a very convincing performance. The lovesick fiancé, whose devotion to her betrothed is unshakable, even under threats of violence. Caesar was maligned and hated by all for 10 years, but you? Everyone sympathized with your plight. Who would suspect for 1 second that the lovely young lady always seen weeping in front of Caesar's grave was actually the mastermind behind his demise? No, not that poor lady. Perish the thought.
He had a girlfriend and they had problems and he used me as a therapist? And being gay is actually less gay. Bro, I swear to fucking God, well, first of all, tell your fucking friend to leave her. Like, if he needs to use you as a therapist, that's his clue enough that he should fucking leave the thing already. But you know what? I've been thinking about it a lot, and I think that my Private life would have definitely been infinitely easier if I were gay. Like if I were to look for guys instead of girls, I would have actually been very happy when it comes to relationship stuff in my life. But fuck, why do I have to like women? He did a year ago. Bro, like literally, that is the most mentally healthy, sane thing that he could have done. But yeah, I don't know, it can be difficult. The problem is that, you know, you need to find a girl with whom it's not going to be like that. And the problem is that finding somebody, it can be somebody like finding a good girl who is like good at communication and shit is like so difficult, man. I have no idea why, but it's like, you know, it also doesn't help the fact that I mean, I'm much older than you are, so, you know, for me, if I start dating somebody and what is like my dating pool? My dating pool is like much worse because a lot of girls are going to be, a lot of decent girls are already going to be in long-term relationships and shit. So you get some scraps from what's left, and even then, you know, some of the decent girls in there are also not going to be interested in me. And it's terrible, man. Like, the dating pool is just yikes. And the dating experiences are so terrible, really. I can't be a fanboy in a snap of fingers? What do you mean can be? I thought you were. Like, get the fuck out. Who have I been seducing this entire stream?
Wait, so you mean the whole intimidation thing was just a hoax? But why would Lorenzo agree to that? And why didn't he sell her out even at the end and...
Yes, why indeed? Maybe Gemma herself could enlighten us on that question.
Well, Linny, if you're so confident in your having killed Caesar with his own hands, Lorenzo was plagued by overwhelming guilt.
Now she's confessing, huh?
Revealing the Phantom Weasel's true identity would serve no purpose.
I'ma get my skirt and thigh highs. I thought you were wearing them already. Come on. Are you even good at this? Don't tell me you forgot the makeup as well.
An excellent answer, though sadly a little dull.
Is that right? Well, don't let me bore you. If you'd care to change the topic to something more interesting.
As a matter of fact, there's one thing I'd really like to understand. Why would the real Weasel have targeted things that only have value to other people? Could you shed...
Of course. After all, we're just telling stories here, aren't we? If I had to guess, I would say that the real Weasel must have had a terrible childhood.
Oh, poor Weasel.
Left to fend for herself after her parents died young. Betrayed, scorned, beaten. She'd scrounge waste paper from garbage bins to draw on, using twigs and dirt for lack of ink and pen. She'd sew ugly rag dolls from whatever scrap material she could get her hands on. This was her only source of happiness in life. It was all she needed.
I won't answer this. Okay.
Decided that even this was too good for her. Once again, she was betrayed. And this time, everything was taken from her.
I don't know. Honestly,
Felt like life was a miry pit that
makeup is one of the craziest, absolutely craziest things to me. Because, you know, you can just literally grimace a guy into a girl. And it's like, I mean, it's difficult. I know that it's kind of difficult because there are also many girls who, you know, do makeup routinely and they're like terrible at it. But, you know, my impression, you know, there are some guys, and there are like these old videos of Asian guys especially, where they just remove the fucking makeup and you think it's a girl, but it's a guy. And it's insane, like, how different people look with and without makeup.
This was a fate too cruel for anyone to bear. Her pain became a breeding ground for dark thoughts. Thoughts which festered and grew into a twisted solution to her troubles.
I like the writing
I
for her.
detest the happiness of others, in all its forms alike. I will rob them of everything they hold to be good and true. and it will fill the void in my soul.
50-year girl turned herself into a 10 out of 10 with just makeup. That is pretty difficult to believe in. But, I mean, because, you know, it's TikTok and shit. You still have things like filters in order to help people. So I don't know. There's like, maybe it's not just makeup, but I don't know. Back when I worked, back at my like one old work, we actually had one colleague who was like in her like early 50s, and she looked like she was somewhere like late 20s, like just naturally, not really using makeup or anything else. Like it was just, she just looked that good in her early 50s, and it was insane. Like I don't know if it's genetics or lifestyle or what, but like everybody pointed it out. Like everybody was like, yo, she, for her age, she looks really good. And that is by far like the most insane stuff that I had. As far as like these natural impressions. Everything else, I don't know. I think it's, I don't know. I mean, obviously I'm not an expert on makeup or anything, but I don't think you can get away with like some of it. If there's like a lot of it, it becomes kind of obvious that there's bullshit going on.
Now it all makes sense. Does this story satisfy you, Linny?
Yes, it is quite to my tastes. Thank you for helping to clear up my...
Huh. That's right, because without that, none of this would...
She didn't write the letter.
After 10 long years, I'd hoped that the Phantom Weasel would be consigned to the history books by now. Linny. Or should I call you the Phantom Copycat now? You were the one...
Very sharp, Phantom Weasel. Well, no need for me to be coy about it. Our goal was to clear Caesar's name. The most straightforward way to change the public's impression of Caesar was to force the Weasel to show themselves.
That's it?
Of course we did. We made it quite clear in the letter, I believe. I shall take from you that which you hold most dear, just as you did to me 10 years ago.
10 years ago? Wait. Oh, I get it. You were those two obnoxious kids. He taught you magic back then, didn't he? For what, 10 days or something? And you went to...
We remember all our debt. 10 years ago, Caesar's reputation was torn to shreds, and his legacy was thrown out. But we did not forget. And so we came to find you.
And?
I have to say that's a pretty cool twist.
I'm still standing, as you can see.
Free? Do you really think so? Caesar once told me that even though the world is filled with lies and falsehoods, we must find our own truth. I think that applies to you too. Truth can take many forms. Prized possessions with nostalgic value. Life took many things from you, and those wounds never healed. When they ached unbearably in the dead of night, stealing became your way of numbing the pain.
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying that for the last 10 years, you've been living a rather uneventful life. Perhaps that's because you found something other than a life of crime. Back to Lorenzo for a second. He murdered his own master, played along with your act, and took pains to make sure any suspicion would be directed towards him. He knew who you were and the things you'd done, and despite that, he was willing to give everything up for your sake. He's the reason that you're more than just accomplices in murder. You're the only real friends each other has. So I think you know, deep down, but that truth is gone now. And I guarantee...
Congratulations on your freedom, Gemma.
Your freedom will cost you dearly. From now on, you'll be all alone in a world full of lies and falsehoods. I do hope you'll be able to bear it. You've still got a long life ahead of you after all.
Levica says that animals should have citizenship. Bro, like the Polish political landscape is just so fucking weird. You have like one party which, or like, you know, it's not one party, but it's like one coalition, which is kinda rational in all of this, and then everybody else seems like a pile of dog shit. There was actually one video, there was like one video that I saw today where it was like some Polish politician or like some Polish candidate and shit. And she would just like stand there at a press conference and just scream into the fucking microphone. And I fucking love because somebody reposted it into a Polish sub and they were like, I do not understand Polish, could somebody please translate for me? I fucking lost my shit as well. But yeah, fucking hell, those politicians though.
I'm sure you're all wondering what he has planned for the grand finale.
A high-altitude escape?
I'm sure you all remember the magician Caesar. This was the very trick that led to his fatal... We have now learned that Caesar was wrongly accused, and that the real...
Guess that's my cue to leave. Whew. I've been Traveler, Paimon. I hope you enjoy the rest of the show. There may be a lot of people watching tonight.
Lenny, wait. You two hid a lot from Caesar. He went to his grave without ever knowing your secrets. So what about now? Are you an open book? Or are you still the same as ever?
They said that if Poland bans combustion cars, they will switch to diesel cars. Isn't it like basically the same exact ecological problem? I mean, really, like the problem of cars is a problem that's gonna be a problem forever, really, as long as we exist. It's like there's no good way, outside of good public transport with like trains and shit, there's like no other really good way to solve the issue of public transport. And even then, you still like cannot get rid of cars, because cars are just the fastest at getting around.
You don't have to tell lies to end up isolated and alone.
So I don't know. It's like these discussions are not the stupidest thing. I think I've seen like one of the funniest thing before like the entire election campaign. I've seen some propaganda video by I don't remember exactly what party posted it and shit, but there was like this giant ass fucking propaganda video about the opposition led by Tusk. I think it's like PO that he's in charge of. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there's like basically a giant ass fucking campaign to just discredit them. There was like this giant propaganda video where, you know, if Tusk comes to power, we're gonna have United States flags all over the place. We're gonna have LGBT parades being routine. We're gonna be like, everybody is gonna be eating worms instead of food and shit. It's like so fucking stupid, man. Like, how the fuck can you be so stupid and post this shit? It's just, it blows my mind how something like this actually fucking exists. And the problem is that I think I heard some people say that it's a joke made by somebody, but the other thing is, like, you have no idea if it's a joke or not, because some people say this shit, like, legitimately. So I don't fucking know, man.
Like Lenny said, when you're ready, let's head outside and watch the show.
What about Gemma?
She'll figure out what's best for her soon enough. Oh, and if you'd like to see Lenny after the show, you know where he'll be. The usual haunt.
And believe it or not, they have 23% of votes. I mean, they can be complete fucking dumbasses, but you know, there are other alternatives that are worse than them. It's like there are some countries where political systems are kind of bad, generally. Like, there are some really bad candidates that people have to vote for, and like neither one of like none of the candidates are really good, and you have to pick the least worthless piece of shit in there. And Poland, you know, there's PO, which seems to be like a good central left, I think. And then everything else is just kinda already very, very corrupt and spoiled or stupid. But you know, generally, there is Levica, but when it comes to Levica, they have a lot of good things that they can bring to the table, and then they have a lot of other fucking dog shit. Like, you know, if there is one or two policies that are just utter fucking garbage, then, you know, you still shouldn't, like, completely never vote for them or anything. Like, they may still do a lot of good. And there is something very good about coalitions that we have. So, like, if 23% of the people are ready to vote for them, this is actually really fucking good. Because it means that their ideas, like some of their ideas, can be represented in the parliament, but then they will not have the overwhelming majority in order to do stupid shit like give animals citizenship. So, you know, everybody is a mix of good and bad ideas. Every single fucking ideology that you have out there. If you have 23% of people that vote for a party that has good ideas and shit ideas, and this party makes it into a coalition, then the good ideas are very likely to stay, and the shit ideas are never going to pass through other parties. So it's a good thing, actually, that they have 23% of votes in this case. Even though they say some bullshit. But, you know, not everything that they're gonna do is gonna be this bullshit, though. So yeah, it's kind of a complex thing, but it do be how it is. Shit gets me political for no reason whatsoever. Alright.
Magicians are not like thieves. Thieves only tear things apart. But good...
Sometimes I think I'm like a gambling addict.
Oh, if I had my time again. My sister in Christ. There's a lot of stuff to unpack there. Wait, what?
Magic should be mysterious, surprising, and defy logic. Magic is hard work. Every single movement has to be practiced thousands of times.
It's alright. We're used to that.
We're sorry. You've taught us so much, but we can't tell you the whole truth.
It's okay. Do you still remember what I told you?
They're so cute as kids.
This world is full of lies and falsehoods. I only hope that one day you can find your own truth.
What about you? Have you found your truth?
Magic is my truth. I want to perform a magic trick so great that people will always think of me when they talk about it. For a magician, what greater honor could there be?
Look! Behold! Linny is sealed inside the box. Will he manage to escape? 10 years ago, Caesar attempted this very trick, and it was at this precise moment that...
Watch out!
Mysterious.
Somebody wished for him.
Surprising. And logic defying. Isn't that right? This honor belongs to you, Caesar. I'm just sorry it's a little late.
What happened? That was a cool cutscene though. They're really stepping those up.
He turned into flowers.
One of voice of Actora for show Blocky Keepa died. Blocky Keepa is an adult cartoon where three guys drink, steal, etc. And it's so good now I'm sad because I don't know if the show will keep going. I think I've seen advertisements for that show in the gym. Cause when I like do cardio, there are like some advertisements that come from here and there and shit, and I think I have an idea of what you're talking about. There was like this one show, I'm not sure if the name is correct, but there was this one show where there were a lot of kids, which was like advertised as a lot of teen kids, where they were doing like some weird ass shit. But it did have like a lot more girls in it though. I'm not sure if those are femboys though. Of course you find those kids cutesy, pero... Bro! Come on, bro! Come on, bro, that ain't fair, bro. Come on, bro. I'm just a regular bro. I like kids, bro. Doesn't mean I want to have sex with them, bro.
How mysterious. I didn't blink once. He just vanished right in front of my eyes.
There's the shader again! Look at how sharp the guys are, the two of them who are talking, and then everybody else is blurry as fuck. I really want to know how they do that.
What a heart-stopping magic show. This was really worth the trip.
Now it's different. You see how these guys in the front are blurred and everybody in the back is sharp. But then the background stuff, so like the fountains are actually okay, but then the trees behind are blurry. How the fuck do they do this effect? I really wanna know. I really wanna know how this effect is done. It's so nice.
Caesar's name has finally been cleared, and Fontaine's new star magician Linny has fulfilled a wish on his behalf.
Looks like everyone really loved Linny's grand finale.
I didn't.
Paimon doesn't see Linny anywhere. Oh, Lynette said he'd be waiting for us at the usual hunt. But, oh, you mean the... Yeah, that's probably it. This whole magic show kinda seemed like Linny's way of saying, alright, let's go look for him.
Well then. Come on, bro.
Time to go. Yeah.
Surprise!
Linny! There you are.
Do I know what the actor's name was? I actually don't. There's stuff where I need to learn Polish, so it would be a good thing if there are like any good shows. So if this is a good show, I might take a look at it. That is actually a good one. But yeah, unironically, I was making a joke that people are watching TV series to get exciting. I just watch the news in Russia. Because, you know, there is this shit that is happening in there.
Are you alright? Paimon was scared to death when the chamber...
But yeah, it was basically...
Sure something had gone
I'm actually surprised that kind of guys in Poland don't talk about it as much. I think the media in Poland do, but the guys I worked with, they don't really talk about it too much. Like I was kind of expecting them to kind of try and talk about it, but they didn't, because it's kind of a big thing. Like there's basically been nothing else on the news this entire week outside of that. Or you know, there were a couple of things, but they were just so overshadowed by the plane getting shot down. It's just so fucking wild.
Magic is a performance art. A magician has to get creative to keep the audience on tenterhooks. That's our job. So I tweaked Caesar's original setup a little to keep it fresh. I was honestly a little nervous during the live performance. The thought of falling, suddenly feeling weightless, seeing the sky and the ground spinning and spinning. Sometimes I can't help but wonder what Caesar
Alright, I'll
felt
actually
when
add
he
it to my
saw
watch
us.
list.
Did
See
he
if it's any
regret taking
good.
Gemma and Lorenzo on? Or did he believe that it was his own slip-up right until the end?
You know, Paimon's been wanting to ask you about something ever since we were in Caesar's workshop. You learned magic.
After I joined the House of the Hearth. To be honest, Lynette and I had an agenda when we approached him. I told you about my past before, remember? As a young boy, I survived by secretly learning magic from street performers. I'd watch their, but I quickly realized that observation alone could only get me so far. What I saw was the polished final performance, but the rigorous training they put in behind the scenes remained invisible to me.
That was fake news? Fucking rip. I don't know though, like imagine somebody just saying that some actor died. Like why the fuck do you make that shit up? Like who cares?
Hone my misdirection skills and make niftier props. We were gifted enough that we'd made some progress by ourselves. But without proper guidance from a professional magician...
So that's why you sought Caesar out?
Yes. We figured there was no harm in asking. But in all, we only spent 10 short days together, but he was very good to us. For instance, when he asked why I wanted to learn magic, but in truth, there was already a lot more to the story by then. After being taken in by an aristocrat for our magic talent, then betrayed soon after, what amazed me was how the lie escaped my lips even as I was hesitating over whether to tell him the truth. Trust is a beautiful thing. Sadly, I'd forgotten.
Lenny.
Still worried about the way I feel? But don't worry, I'm used to it now. From the mansions of the elite to the House of the Hearth, lies and selfishness have followed me and Lynette everywhere we go. After Caesar went on tour, we became
I
busy
feel
with
more
missions.
stupid than usual now.
The next we heard
Bro,
of him was that he'd fallen to his death.
the last time that I had fallen for a scam, I was actually like 23, dude. Like I've fallen for a scam, like a very clear and very stupid scam when I was 23, and I thought that I had this internet thing completely figured out by then. So, you know, you always feel fucking stupid. It's okay. Everybody can fall, for shit, everybody can be manipulated. It doesn't matter how smart you think you are or anything. Like, there are scams, and everybody will fall for them. It's like nobody is protected, really. One of the other things that made me feel better is that, you know, there are like these channels, or, you know, not channels, there are like these scammers who call people to trick them into sending them money and stuff. And there's like a plethora of YouTube channels who fight them as well as like people who don't do YouTube channels, but just generally try and fight them. And there's like the biggest channel out there, which is like Jim Browning. And the guy literally fell for a scam that made him delete his own YouTube account himself. And it's like so fucking ridiculous, dude. Like imagine the guy who is literally dedicated to fighting scams falling for a scam to delete his YouTube channel. It's like the most ridiculous thing ever, really. So yeah, don't feel stupid just because you've fallen for some fake news, man. Like, that doesn't make you stupid, it makes you human.
That night, I remembered his smile. But as I like to keep secrets is to put up walls. The longer you keep them up, the less you let people in. Then, one day, you look around and realize your life is like an empty auditorium after a show, full of seats once occupied by all the people who left. You only realize how much someone really meant to you when you lose them completely. That's why I was so confident this would hurt Gemma. Because I felt it for myself.
Yeah, cheer up, Lenny. We've had to say our fair share of goodbyes during our journey. Delicious food, fun toys, and the Traveler by my side. Paimon, you know, Traveler, doesn't that kind of make you Paimon's troop?
Exactly.
Oh
It's
no.
the same for me and Lynette. We are the truest thing each other has in the world, and nothing. Life has taken plenty from us, like it did from Gemma. But at least it left us with each other. That's what gave us the strength to get through the darkest days. That's why the darkness never consumed me, and why it never will. Maybe we live in the shadows too, but we remember every precious ray of light that shines through. All right, time to lighten this conversation up a little. What did you think of the show tonight? Were you happy with it?
The real voice actor. Wait, what do you mean voice actor? So is this a cartoon or like an actual IRL with IRL actor stuff?
It was amazing! Paimon just wishes we hadn't been so distracted with the Gemma situation. We spent most of our time in the Opera House just talking and pretty much missed the entire first half of Lenny, could you two just...
It's a cartoon? Oh, that actually makes it better. I fucking love cartoons. Alright, I will have to mark it somewhere. Fuck, before I forget about it.
Tall order, I'm afraid. The show's just finished, so my sleeves are decidedly card-free right now.
Can I pull up YouTube? Perhaps? What do I need to look into?
Surely you can think of something. The Lenny...
Oh, all right then. I'll watch closely. I have a flower in my hand.
You liar! There's nothing in your hand. We ain't going along with that.
Huh? My goodness, you're right. But I could have sworn I brought one here with me.
3, 2, 1.
Now, have another look around. Maybe the flowers appeared somewhere.
Really? Let's see. Wow, there it is! Oh, this is a different flower, but more importantly, Paimon has to know how the trick is done.
Well, if you want to learn magic, you'll have to...
Fine. Please, teacher, please.
We'll watch an episode? Nah, I don't wanna... I upload these VODs on YouTube and shit, and I don't wanna do... And I don't wanna have things like copyright strikes and stuff. I will take a look at it though. Definitely.
Since you asked so nicely, I'll share one little tip with you. Namely, the student of magic cannot...
Is that it?
Ah, look at the time. We shouldn't linger here too long. Thanks again for coming to see my show. I look forward to see...
All right, shall we head back down too? Paimon can't wait to read the Steambird tomorrow. Let's head to the Steambird's offices tomorrow morning and see what...
Wait, this quest is still not over. Bro, please. Why am I doing this? Come on, that's not fun. Why do we have to do this?
I'm very sorry, Charlotte.
Oh, okay.
My sister and I are quite busy today.
Oh, please, Lenny. I'll only take a moment if... Huh?
What's happening here?
She's extorting info from him.
And it was going, but just as dawn broke, I suddenly received news that Caesar's fiancée, Gemma, had contacted the guards.
That was quick.
Too late, bro.
That was quick, you say?
It sounds like
Fuck, I should have taken a screenshot of that too late, bro.
My instincts did not lead me astray.
Maybe watching my high-altitude escape trick reminded her of a better time with Caesar, and she could no longer ignore the...
Okay then. Wait, no, there must be more to it. If that... Oh, I remember now. You and Gemma were nowhere to be found after the show. Quickfire question. Where did you all go after the show?
Oh, we went to the cemetery and Lenny did a private... Actually, glad you mentioned it, because that reminds Paimon, guess what?
What?
That's definitely going in the quotes.
I don't recall ever having received a rainbow rose from you myself.
U siebie rób jak u siebie.
Your own
A optical not pierdol. I'll have to remember the last part. A optical not pierdol.
No, I just.
Not pierdol. I think that's how you're supposed to do the pronunciation.
Seems like this interview wasn't meant to be. Forgive my persistence, but when there's explosive news waiting to be found, apparently one of the things she said to the guards was that her final wish is to see Lorenzo one last time. Alright, I guess I'll leave you to continue the rest of your conversation in peace.
Lynette? Paimon didn't mean to.
Don't worry, I wasn't angry. I was just trying to distract her.
Oh, really? Oh, thank you.
You and me both, Paimon.
Please, take good care of that rainbow rose. I'd be really upset if you lost it.
What? Bro, now I have to take care of that rainbow rose. Where is it? Where's the rainbow rose? Yikes. Only real professional can fuck up an easiest job. That is actually giga true. That is actually absolutely giga true. Can you not put me into a cutscene, please? Thank you. Alright, we have the most exciting thing for today that we're gonna do, which is fishing. And I hate to say it, but we actually do need to do that kind of. Hello there. I don't know why, but I keep going to this like every day. Oh. Fish.
Time to go.
Hello? I think that should be fine. When pull up a list of characters and we'll do a smash or pass. Fuck yeah, let's go. Let's fucking go. Did you mean my characters or like all characters? I mean, because I think it would be fun to do with all characters. But yeah, I have like half of them or something. Actually, more than half of them, I guess. We can do all. Okay, are there like any other limits that I can do for Smash or Pass? Is there like any other limitation? Like I can only pick so many or something? No? Okay, Smash or Pass? Smash. Pass. Smash. Probably Smash. Pass. Kinda pass, I think. A little weird. I don't know, it's like in between a Smash and Pass, but probably Smash. Pass. Smash. She's kinda crazy. She's kinda crazy, but probably Smash. Pass. Kinda weird, but Smash. Pass. Smash. Smash. Pass. Pass. Smash. Definitely Smash. Pass. 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 I don't know, it's kinda weird, but probably pass. Pass. Smash. Pass. Pass. Smash. Pass. Smash. Pass. A little weird, but probably pass. Not a fan. Pass. Smash. I don't know if she counts. So we'll probably pass. Pass actually. Smash. Kind of weird, but probably smash. Pass. 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 Absolutely smash. Also smash. Pass. Definitely smash. A little weird actually, but probably smash. Pass. Very weird. So I don't know. Probably smash. But yeah, kinda weird. I don't know, very much on the edge of smash. And pass. Pass. Definitely smash. Pass. Kinda weird, but probably smash. Pass. Smash. Pass. 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 Smash. Pass. 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 Probably smash. Also smash. Alright, basically most girls is smash for me. There you go. That is actually a very easy list. As far as like, you know, picking like just smash or pass is kinda easy. But if we're picking like top 5 or something, then that is actually a difficult one. If we're picking like top 5s, this is actually a much more difficult list to make. Because like making a top 5 is gonna be very difficult. One difference? Alright, what is it? Ventilator? Come on, bro. I was actually maybe gonna make that joke about Shinchu. But then I kinda decided against it. Oh, bro. Imagine not muting Paimon. Also, I gained some achievement. What? Oh, it's the 150 daily. Alright. Fucking Paimon, man. Not gonna lie, kinda weird, yeah. For the Venti thing, but opinions are opinions. If we agree mostly, except for one thing, then I think we're still Gucci. On some kids, you did a pause as if debating. Care to explain? You got me. No, really, I just did a pause and shit, that's it. There's like nothing else about it. To be fair, on like at the start when we had Klee and Chi-Chi, I paused because I was like, wait, I have to be really fucking careful on what I say here. And I was like, okay, what is the meaning of smash or pause? And I was like, what is the word that I'm supposed to use? And I was like, okay, wait, pause means pause. I was like, okay, yes, that is the word that I'm supposed to use. That was like the only place. I don't know about other kids.
Wow, Paimon's stomach is rumbling already.
But yeah, maybe you're reading too much into this, because I definitely did pause in a couple of other places as well. I mean, I paused on Zhongli, I think. And I definitely definitely paused on Shinchu. Cause I wanted to make a joke about Shinchu, but then I just kind of decided against it. Alright, let's go try to fish her more. I also need to do the additional trees. Yeah, definitely. I don't know. I honestly do not understand people who like kids. Actually, I just don't understand it. I mean, to be fair, I don't understand any guy who is like not into girls and shit. And into like very common girly things. Like, I actually just don't understand it. It's the same, because, you know, there are people who are attracted to like teen girls. Like, why, dude? I mean, a girl is great when she kind of grows up, you know, so she has a formed up figure. So you got some tits in there, you got some ass in there. Like, how are you not attracted to that? How are you attracted to like a girl who is undergoing puberty and has like nothing? Like, I unironically don't understand that. You're into teens because you're a teen. I mean, when I was a teen, I wasn't a girls my age. But now that I'm grown up, I don't know, actually, as I've grown up, you know, my preferences have kind of changed a little bit to a point where I find a lot more girls to be a lot more attractive. In general, like. But then, you know, I still like a girl who has like, who still like, has some shape to her. Like, you know, you get a teen girl, most teen girls are gonna be flat as fuck. You get a grown-up girl who is like at least 18, you know, she got something going for her. And that's very attractive. And that's what I kind of like. So I don't know. Maybe I'm weird like that. Maybe I'm not. Busty MILFs. Busty MILFs are also like not my type. But yeah, I mean, for you, somebody in their like mid-20s is a busty fucking MILF. For me, it's like a girl, and that's it. MILF starts at 30. I mean... Yikes. I feel old because it feels like I'm gonna be 30 soon. So I'm gonna be a MILF soon, my brother. Apparently. Allegedly a MILF, right? Alright, what do we have? Clock. I don't know, I'm actually kind of surprised just how quickly fishing goes. Sometimes. It always feels like I'll be doing that for hours, and then it's not the case. Well, there are only 2 of you here. Create OnlyFans and I'll be the first sub. Bro, you're not even a Twitch sub, and you want an OnlyFans. Well, to be fair, it would be a very different kind of content then. Or maybe not. Maybe I should start an OnlyFans and upload stream recordings in there. That would be a thing. Because there's basically nothing sexier than these streams being recorded, right? Right? I mean, imagine just, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna do special fish catching streams. Like, how about that? And create an OnlyFans for that. It's like, do you like people watching? Do you like watching somebody fish in Genshin with unmuted Paimon? Like, oh my god, there will be so many people subscribing to this. I'm instantly gonna become the best creator.
Time to go.
Hello there, young citizen. Bro, I literally missed the guy that I actually wanted. Police! That guy's so annoying. I hate that so much when they are unreachable. What? Did you see that? The guy just looked at it and then went away. I fish IRL, I don't need you to watch Fishing Pixels. Come on, brother. But this is like the best mini game ever created. Is it another Paimon? Is it another Paimon? Like, you don't have Paimon IRL to scream at you. There are also Lumine noises. Like, you don't get these Lumine noises. Like, just listen to her. These are actually pretty hot. I don't know, I think that they are definitely used by somebody for porn. Like, there's no way that those grunts are not used for porn. The best mini game is Cards and Dices? Bro, fuck off. Like, literally. I don't know, I just... It's a bit of a pain for me. I like how my viewers went to 2 very briefly and then went back up to 0 because somebody entered and I was talking about doing fishing streams for OnlyFans. Mona or Lisa climbing noises? I don't have Mona, so I don't know. But Lisa ones are good though. Lisa noises I definitely agree on. I don't know, honestly, when I initially played Genshin, there was actually a Lisa quest in there, right? Where it was like, hey, lol, you're dating her and she has the hots for you. Lol. So basically just date her. And I was like, that's so cringe. And over time, I was like, hey, it's kind of cringe that you have this Lisa character being like the local hottie and stuff, who is like instantly into you and stuff. And I did not find her very attractive, because her outfit is also like very generic magic girl. But then, it's only very much later on that I have started having the hots for Lisa and actually appreciating her. And I do think that she's actually one of the hottest gals in Genshin though. So that's kind of an odd relationship that I've had with Lisa, if that makes sense. My first 10 draw? Fuck you, mate. I am jelly. I am actually and ironically jelly. I mean, one of my first draws was actually Diluc, who was like the toppest of tiers at the time because it was like version 1.3 and stuff, but I still don't have Moana, and I'm so sad about it, actually.
Steady now, it's the final stretch. Ooh, look at that! Quick, let's go show it off.
Bro, why do I have so many Robofish? Oopsie? What do you mean, brother? What is that oopsie supposed to mean? You know what we can do? I can actually do a little bit of pulling for Yilan. So, you know, best case scenario, I get Yilan Constellation. Worst case scenario, I lose 50-50, so I'm guaranteed a new character then. And if I lose a 50-50, there's a chance that I get Moana. How about it? Do you want me to do a little bit of pulling after... Wanna do a little bit of pulling after this? After the fishing.
Steady now, it's the final... What is it? What is it?
Is it another Paimon? I actually laughed out loud after hearing this the first time. And then beyond that, it's just kinda... the magic was dispelled.
You got it! What is it? What is it? Is it another Paimon?
Is it truly another Paimon? Could it be? Could it be? Alright, we have one more fishing spot. At least from the fishing spots that I have discovered. So we're gonna pull after this. Alright, you pulled Moana, so tell me your secret, Magic Man. What is a good place to actually pull Moana? Is there a ritual that you have? How do you pull a thick fucking booty in this game? I mean, to be fair, if we try to pull for thick booty, then it's kind of ambiguous between Yilan and Moana, right? Because both of them have thick booties, and both of them are Hydro characters. Didn't give the fuck about the game and wanted booty. Bro, that's literally what I want as well. Actually, that's kinda not true. If I'm gonna be pulling on the Yilan banner, I'm not pulling Yilan for booty. I'm pulling Yilan for C1. I don't know, it's kinda weird. Yilan is also like a little bit weird, where I did not find her amazingly hot at the start, but I've learned to appreciate her over time as well. I don't know, it's like there's something so weird that can ruin stuff for me about a girl. Like Lisa having a very generic magic outfit and the hat, and the stupid hat. I was like, yo, I'm not into you. And then, you know, you get kind of older, you get hornier, and you're like, yo, maybe the hat isn't such a big turnoff for me anymore. And the same thing is for Yilan. You're like, hey, her hairstyle is kind of cringy, and I kind of generally don't like short hair. But then you're like, holy shit, she got some booty and she got some tits. And you're like, yo, I'm horny for that. Tell the game that it's bad and then pull. Bro. You know I'm in an abusive relationship with Genshin. You fucking know that we're in an abusive relationship. Alright, we're gonna do the angriest fucking pulls imaginable, and if it actually works. I don't know, it's kind of funny because last time somebody told me to pull at the Raiden statue, at the booty of the Raiden statue to get Raiden. And I got Raiden in like 5 wishes. So I don't know, maybe being abusive to the game is also gonna work out. They were just not worth my OnlyFans. Bro, you know that's fucking true. Like, if they cannot appreciate my stream at its best, they don't deserve it at its worst. I think that's how the saying goes, because literally fishing is the best activity in Genshin Impact. Alright. Where do we want to pull for the Hydro Mummies, though, is the question. I think it makes sense if we pull for the Hydro Mummies in here. I don't know, it's actually kind of a weird... Oh, that's why it is. I always forget what's going on everywhere around here. Where are the Hydro Mummies at, actually? Where do we pull for the Hydro Mummies, though? Is the question. I definitely don't think it's Sumeru. Maybe it's not in Azumar either. Fontaniro. Do it at midnight for the romantic atmosphere. Alright, we're gonna do that at the capital. And then if it doesn't work, we're gonna do that at the opera. Actually, let's go to the fountain. I like the idea of pulling at the fountain. Yeah. And do it at the midnight. By the time I get there, it will be midnight, right? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that looks like the place, baby. Alright. Cringe. Have to wait for Kazuha? Or... No, actually don't have to wait for Kazuha. Alright, we're wet. Oh, that's perfect. We're wet as fuck. We're literally dripping. So let's go pull for Yilan Mami. Alright, I'm at 40 pity. Fuck you, game. Give me Yilan. No, that's so shit. What do I get though is the question. I can get some 4 stars. What do you get as the 4 stars in here even? Stringless. That's actually pretty good, unironically. Benadryl, Barbara, Lynette. Alright, whatever. 50. Fuck you, game! Give me a Hydro Mummy. No, that's 60. Fucking hell, of course I get Beanie. Alright, 70. Fucking hell! More aggressive? I fucking hate your game, dude. Why the fuck do I have to pull for soft pity? Alright, that's a Barbara con. I actually and ironically don't have C6 Barbara, so that works. Come on, you fucking piece of shit game. Give me 2 or give me 3 of them. At least we get soft pity. 71. 72. 73. 74. The next one is gonna be that. No, 75. 76. Alright, I'll take it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Fucking yikes. Well then. Oh shit, we actually have a constellation for Traveler. Told you. That's actually kind of my average. Like 75 or 76 is like actually my average for getting a 5-star. Alright, that's good though. We got... This is actually gonna massively help me in both Abyss as well as the Overworld. This is unironically one of the best constellations. I mean, all of her constellations are actually insanely good, dude. You got Yilan. I mean, I got a really good constellation for Yilan, which is something that I've wanted for a long time. But yeah, I would have also not minded losing a 50-50 to Moana. But yeah, there you go. I mean, I'll take it though. I will take it. That's kind of what I wanted. I wanted one or the other. If I were to lose 50-50 to somebody else, I would have been a little mad, but that would have still been okay. Okay, how are we doing in terms of our wishings though now? So we have 402 in here. 402 plus 36, 438. 438 wishes. We're doing alright. We're definitely doing alright, and I don't think that we'll have the 3 characters that I'm interested in this Fontaine cycle in one patch. I don't think that is going to happen. So yeah. We should be good to go in order to be able to pull for like all of them. You need, let's see, you need 180. 180 twice is 360, 180 thrice is 580, or 540. So yeah, that's pretty good. We're definitely gonna be able to afford all of the characters that I want in this cycle. Unless they throw in a random Arlecchino in like 3.4, 3.5 or something. If that's the case, I'll have to sacrifice at least one, and I don't think that all of the characters that I want are going to necessarily be 5 stars. So we'll see. I mean, I definitely don't mind getting a Yilan. Lynette is kind of weird. I would have also appreciated getting Lynette. And I would have really liked to have this constellation as well. Because then you can run around twice. Like that. That would have been very useful. But yeah, anyways. That's it for today. I am tired. I want to rest. I don't know if I want to stream tomorrow, but I'll see about it. I probably will. I most probably will. If not, there's some shit that I have to study for fun. There are a couple of things that I want to study up for fun. Oh goodness. Anyways. One card game. Not today, bro. We do cards on Tuesdays when we have weekly stuff. And I have done all of the weeklies already. We have event. We have a new event. There will be definitely a time when I'll have to do the cardos in this patch. I just don't know when it will be. So right now we have Fontaine exploration. I try to stick to like 2 streams per week. So one stream is gonna be weeklies and stuff. The other one is gonna be basically everything else. So like exploration, questing. And among all of these, we have one stream that we're gonna need to dedicate to cards. Because there are patch-wide challenges that we're gonna need to do, and we're also gonna need to get the 3 new characters that they have added. So we'll have a card stream, but it isn't going to be today. So today, that is the end for today-o. Oh, goodness. I'm actually tired. I don't know. Been a lot more tired lately, so yeah. Have a good day and the rest of your week. Maybe I will stream tomorrow, maybe I will not. I don't know yet. Depends on how I sleep and how I feel tomorrow. But actually probably not stream tomorrow, so we'll probably finish the rest of Fontaine exploration next week alongside the event. So yeah, bye-bye. I'll see you around, my dude. Have a good day, have a good week, have a good life in general. Congratulations on taking some vacation. It's been nice to see you as well, so bye-bye.